Tesla now, whose stock is down 20% in the past 2 months, including a 2% drop today after they announced another round of price cuts. These are the 5th price cut since January, and they come about a week before new rules for EV tax credits go into effect. Let's turn to Phil LeBeau. Phil, does that explain their move here?
That's part of it, Kelly. The other part is that demand has been waning, especially for the two most popular models, the Model Y, which is the best-selling electric vehicle in this country, and the Model 3. So here are the new base prices for the Model Y and the Model 3. By the way, this base price for the Model Y, this is an all-new model, and it's coming in just under $50,000. The Model 3 now drops down another $1,000 to $41,990. The price cut fallout, if there is one, and we're seeing that today in shares of Tesla, analysts are not surprised. I read every analyst note today, and all of them said the same thing. Big surprise. We wouldn't be surprised if there are more. The wait times, as I mentioned, they have fallen. But at what price for Tesla shareholders? The price being gross auto margins. Will they fall under 20%? The expectation right now is that for the first quarter, they will come in at 20.1%, or 20.5, I should say, percent. And we could see that shift over the next 2 weeks before they report their Q1 results. Remember, Tesla still dominates the U.S. market, selling almost 2 out of every 3 electric vehicles in this country. But its market share is eroding, as many expected, as you see more electric vehicles come into the market. This, by the way, Kelly, it was up at 75% in the first quarter of last year. The standard range Model Y, getting back to your point, Kelly, about whether or not the new EV tax credits will have an impact, that's not expected to qualify for the full $7,500 because the battery pack the cells come from China that are put into those standard range Model 3s. So what you could see when these rules are coming out next week is that some Teslas may get the full $7,500, some may only get $3,750. And this adjustment in the price is likely Tesla's way of saying to potential customers, okay, you don't get the full $7,500, but look, this price has come down relative to where it was.
So I also was skimming Whitney Tilson's note this morning, Phil, that said two of my friends hate their new Teslas. And among the reasons were that they didn't like that yoke steering wheel. They don't like the certain kinds of buttons for the functionality, the touch screen. They say the stereo is horrible. If they fiddle with it while backing up, the rear camera disappears. The software is terrible. The service has been a nightmare. A bumper took 4 months to replace. One got rid of the Tesla and replaced it with the BMW i7. My point being, is it possible that Tesla has not yet found the car for everyone? You know, the demand has been incredible. Its supply, you know, it's going to be hard for any upstart to compete. It's even hard for Ford and GM to compete. That said, they need to pivot now, don't they, to a car that can truly be a mass market car at a price point and perhaps with features that can be adopted in a very, very broad way. And I wonder if the market is a little disappointed that they have yet to kind of do that.
Well, two things here. You're asking 2 points that you're making here. One deals with the features of the car. We'll talk about that in just a bit. With regard to the price point, Tesla is expected at some point, whether it comes in 25, 26, 27, to come in with a lower priced mass market model. Some have called it a Model 2. That's just a name that's been thrown out there. And that may come in somewhere in that $30,000 to $35,000 range, something that could make people say, wow, okay, I'm ready to buy this. And by the time that comes out, Kelly, we're likely going to see other lower-priced offerings from other automakers. With regard to the functionality, and you mentioned Whitney Tilson's comments, I can point to as many people who love different things about the Tesla, whether it's the yoke, whether it's the iPad that they use for controlling all of the functionality within the car. But it's a matter of style and taste. There may be some people out there who are saying, you know what, I want the full instrument cluster. I do not want to have the iPad in the center, and that it's a little too Spartan inside the Tesla. But so far, their game plan and that style has worked. You can't deny that.
Absolutely.
And that's why they have the 2 best-selling EVs in this country.
Yeah, a quick final comment, Phil, on Ford and GM and the rest of the automakers. Especially now with the administration really pushing on fuel efficiency and all the rest of it, I mean, is this making their next 5 to 8 years that much more expensive? And is the market frustrated by that?
Oh, it's going to be much more expensive. And we'll get the full rules. It's expected on Wednesday, Kelly, when we get the new EPA guidelines, which is expected to dramatically push the auto industry towards sales of EVs, maybe 2/3 of the sales of vehicles in this country being EVs by 2032. We're at 7% right now, Kelly. To go from 7% up to 66, 68%, there's going to be a lot of pain and a lot of cost involved.
Yeah, well said. And Tesla down 20% since February, but still up, I think, almost 60% this year. Phil, we'll leave it there. Thank you, sir. Phil LeBeau reporting.